Go.
Hello,
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Starting off strong.
Yeah, this is great. Welcome to Feyning Elegance, Episode 2. Let's just get right into it. Hi, I'm Dreamy. I'm our GM for this event. You can find me here, and you can find me on Nights of Silver Moon most of the time. My pronouns are she, her. Let's go to who's next. Michael,
Michael, if
Who
you
are
don't
you?
mind moving
And-
slightly to your left.
I would not. My left, your left.
No,
Your
your
left.
left.
Okay, great.
Like half an inch more, please.
Okay. Get out of the way.
Look, find your spot. Find the light. Find the light for me, please. Where's the light? Perfect. Okay. Yes.
all right, let us know who you are, who you're playing, and where else we can find you if you have anything you want to promo.
My name is Michael Williams. Hello. I'm playing Zareth. He'll say hello later. And both of our collective pronouns are he, him. You can find me at MEWilliams227 on Instagram for very random content, but most reliably songs of the day occasionally. Not true to its title, they happen very infrequently. But that's where you can find me.
Perfect.
Sally, you're next.
Hello, I'm Celestine, Fey Queen. I am playing Lilith. We are both she, her, and you can find me at twitch.tv/Celestine Fey Queen, playing various games like Overwatch, Destiny, and occasionally a little indie retro action.
Ooh. What?
Ben, go for it.
Oh, it's my turn. Hi, I'm Ben. This is my place of residence right here on this stream. You can find me here always. Unless it's a Monday, then I won't be here. I'm playing Lyrel. He's he him. He's one of those he hims.
Connor.
Hey, my name's Connor Hess. I am playing Aimlith. My pronouns are he, him, and Aimlith's pronouns are he, they. You can find me on Instagram, Connor K. Hess. So, yeah, I post fun memes.
We are missing our Emily this week, and so last but not least is Hannah.
Hello. Yellow, and I don't mean the color. You're on the Twitch with Hannah. What's going on? My name is Hannah. My pronouns are she, her. I'm playing Apricity. Her pronouns are also she, her, and you can most usually find me somewhere on the internet under Bards of New York. So that's on Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, Peach, I guess. I don't know.
I also have a GitHub page for all my coding
MySpace.
stuff. There's no OnlyFans. I do have a Patreon for like my clay figurines.
I've got a decaying Zeusk profile.
Y'all ever been on Friendster? Okay, sorry. I need to stop talking.
All right,
Are you ready
let's
for...
roll that intro video.
Alrighty, we are gonna go to that. In 3, 2, 1. Guys, not me. There we go. I'm
There
still
we go.
learning how
Okay.
streams work.
Okay, we're
I've
doing
been
it.
doing
It's
this
happening.
for 3 years.
Woo!
Good for me.
All right, we're gonna dive right in because I've got some fun things for all of you today. So we are going to start off with our first on-stream rumors and scandals phase. For those of you at home, this is one of my favorite things about this system. So we are combining a good society with the magic and dice system from Kids on Brooms. You should check out both of them. They're loads of fun. So we have some rumors that were said in our session 0 that carried into our session 1. You have the choice to either start a new rumor or elevate a current rumor into a scandal. Anything from session 1 that does not get elevated will fade off out of being spread now. It will just kind of, no one's interested in that rumor anymore. So, yes. Our current rumor that is still around because it already got elevated into a scandal is of Anshu's inability to satisfy.
I'm impotent.
We have the rumor that Princess Amrian of the Court of Night, who has since disappeared, murdered her love. We also have the rumor that the matriarch killed Princess Amrian's love. We have a rumor that Lyro and Aimlith wanted to overthrow Mab. And we have a rumor that the Court of Spring isn't actually good at throwing parties. They just drug everyone into think they're having fun. And on that note, as new to the party Irie is seen stumbling out of this welcome dinner at the end of the evening, 2 little pixies from the Court of Day are overheard talking to each other. Oh my gosh, did you see that Irie girl? Look, she is so fucked up. And her friend's like, oh my gosh, I guess it's right what they say about the Court of Spring. She was with Fitz and Aislinn all night. And so that rumor has now been elevated.
I love that they're like old Jewish ladies from Jersey.
Oh my god.
All I can think of is sweat a weather.
So, thanks to our missing Emily, that rumor has now been spread into a scandal. Court of Spring, watch out.
Scandal.
We can take it.
Aislinn's super hungover this morning, so we can take it.
Everyone shut up, I'm dirty.
Ben, I will let you go first since you have already shared your rumor with me.
You're gonna make me start?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
What you get for sending me your rumor?
Yeah, I know. Shouldn't send you anything. Keep it a secret. My rumor is that Princess Apricity was seen leaving the party with Lord Aimlith of the Court of Stars, led by Baronex Fitz of the Court of Spring, who is known to be a matchmaker.
I am here for Fitz's Dolly arc.
So yes. Is there something going on between Apricity and Aimlith? Who's to say?
All right, who would like to go next? You can either elevate a current rumor or you can start a new one.
I'll go. I'd like to begin a rumor that, similar to our prodigal boys, Lady Irie is also a long-lost princess from a secret court that is just now appearing for the purposes of this wedding.
Buster. Thank you, Buster, for following.
Buster!
All right, who wants to go next? Don't make me call on one of you 3.
I'll go. My rumor is Princess Maeve has a secret lover.
Cousin, you harlot!
You know, I just gotta get satisfied somehow.
I can't believe you wouldn't put on these rules!
Now,
that's not slapping, that's just me clapping.
With this Lady Irie rumor and this Princess Maeve rumor, are those coming from you two, or are those just kind of heard about the court?
Mine can come from me.
Okay.
I think also mine is probably coming from me, more so being like, who is that that's leaving with my brother? And then just kind of letting the information, probably saying it to Aislinn specifically, and letting Aislinn just go. This is my 7th drink. This is my 18th drink. I'm not here.
All right. Is this Princess Maeve rumor coming from Apricity, or is this a rumor she's panic overhearing, trying to tamper down?
This one comes from Apricity in the form of, I heard somebody who said this.
Wonderful. All right, Connor and Sally, who would like to go next?
I can go.
All right.
So I actually had a very similar rumor to Zareth. So I would like to elevate that rumor to scandal.
Ooh.
Could you remind me what Michael's was?
The Lady Irie is a long-lost princess from a secret court.
Ooh.
Oh, bitch.
Mhm. I had almost the same thing.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know what we were doing.
All right, Connor.
Given how Aimleth performed in session 1, I think the only rumor that he can contribute to the group is that the shepherd is having intimate relations with that cow.
As they should. That cow is incredible.
You're gonna get a knock on the door, and Carrick the cow is gonna be like, "Excuse me."
The cow is standing on 2 legs, like with a handkerchief, crying.
It's not Carrick the cow, it's Carrick's wife going, how dare!
And then when she leaves, then there's another knock on the door, and then it's the cow.
All right. So, in this case, our rumors that are falling out of fashion are our 2 rumors concerning Princess Amrian's murdered love. It's just not the fashion anymore. It's been too long. No one really
She's not
cares.
even here.
But also, I think because of Lyrel and Aimleth's behavior, Lyrel's trying to show respect in the midst of being a bit rotund, talking to
I'm
Queen
working
Mab,
on it.
but also maybe just how poorly Lyrel and Aimleth did. They're not a threat, these 2. Overthrowing Mab, no. And that fades out. Alright. So, now that we've gotten our rumors and scandals phase done, we get to move into our first on-screen epistolary phase. So, I would like to begin on behalf of our missing member today. As everyone begins to disperse, at the end of our welcome dinner, at the end of session 1, Fitz, a shadow seems to move in next to you, and it never really forms into anything, but from the shadow extends a quick note.
Oh my goodness.
And it says, Fitz, I'm staying with the Court of Night for the night. They seem welcoming, mostly. Irie. P.S. Does Fate Mind hit this hard every time? I need to go back to sleep. My head hurts.
No, it does. It hits that hard every single time. Sometimes 3 or 4 times.
You're just
Who said you could sleep with the Court of Night? Unbelievable. You will hear about this.
And then
Everyone shall hear about this.
I will say that the next morning, Lady Irie wakes up in a dark paneled room in the matriarch's abode, thanks to the invitation of Lilith and Zareth. Hanging up in her room is a black dress with a deep neck, floor-length billowing sleeves, and a skirt that looks like it's made from curling black petals. No shoes have been provided.
It's okay, she has 2 left ones.
A note in the same handwriting as the first note she received in the mortal plane reads, I'm so glad to see you made a wise choice. Do enjoy your time amongst your own. Poke around, be curious. welcome home.
Hmm.
And also in her room, there is a hot, luxurious bath has been drawn in an onyx clawfoot tub with all manner of pampering potions and things. Maybe to get rid of some of that mortal plane filth.
Gwendolyn. Oh, she won't be in style anymore.
All right, who would like to go next with their letters?
Oh boy.
I'll go.
I'm gonna hold off.
All right, Connor. Or should I say,
I only have one.
go for it?
So I'm just reading it out loud.
You can set the scene if you would like. If you would like to read it as if you were writing it, if you would like to read it as if its recipient is reading it, set the scene for us. Let us know your context.
Do you want me to be there to proofread for you?
I'm like
sitting there holding it like this. Just, yeah.
like I just learned how to read and write. I am like bleary-eyed, like kind of crusty, waking up from all the like Fey wine and like debauchery, and all I can say, and I'm like trying, and this is like I'm like meta right now because this is how I feel in real life. It's like, dear Mr. Shepherd, I send my deepest apologies for any presumptuous comments I made outside during our first meeting. I had no intention of presuming anything. I'm merely unfamiliar with your ways and customs. I hope we have more time to truly get acquainted and become friends. Sincerely, Aimleth, Court of Stars. I'm just trying to do the most haphazard damage control I
I
can.
will say a little bit of time later, and through your window, in blows a few flowers on the breeze and lands right in front of you.
Oh, thank you. Perfect.
All right. Who would like to go next?
I'll do it. So the first letter, I will start writing. To their Royal Highness Princess Apricity Anera von Misselbroom, it has come to my attention that you and my brother were spotted leaving the dinner last evening, led by someone who has the reputation of a matchmaker. While I am utterly flattered by your interest in my family and the attention you seem to be paying us, as the current head of my branch of the family, I must request that you first come to me on matters such as this. Aimleth is a gentle soul, as fragile as the morning dew, yet as terrifying as a torrential storm. I have seen men tremble and women swoon at the mere mention of his name. I do not exaggerate that the flowers of our home are simply not as beautiful without his say-so. This being said, I humbly invite you to come to our current accommodations to further discuss your intentions with my brother. It sure would be a shame for there to be any animosity between future cousins. And I will, as I finish writing this, I will poof Mel, my falcon, into the room and tie it to his leg and send him off.
For a brief moment, I thought you said poof mail. Like, oh, I send my mail by poof.
It's
All right,
just
that's
poof.
done.
Just, oh, shit! It arrives in a poof. You know what? No, I changed my mind. It's poof mail now. So
Sorry.
The U.S. Poof Service.
It'll be there in 7 to 9 business hours. Yeah, I'll poof that off. And then for my second one, I will, alright, and poof another piece of paper in front of me. To the rapturous and resplendent Lady Lilith of the Court of Night, you must accept my most heartfelt apologies for my behavior last evening at dinner. I have experienced far too many examples of false hospitality, and unfortunately I was on high alert. I brushed you off in favor of gossip and information, and that is by no means a way to treat a woman such as yourself. As such, I wish to start anew. If you would be so kind as to provide me a second chance to prove myself the gentleman I aspire to be, I would be eternally grateful. First impressions mean so much, and I would be beside myself if I let ours be so muddled. And poof! It's a very violent poof. And it shows up in much the same way right in front of your face. Those are my letters.
All right, we will see what happened as you two receive those letters and how you would like to proceed forth after we move through the rest of our letters. And then we'll play out what happens from those letters. Would anyone like to go next?
I would go.
All right, Sarah.
I think scene-wise, this is just pretty briefly post-party. I'm assuming Lilith and I kind of made Lady Irie aware of her accommodations. And then I went back to the old office / observatory and kind of like hung my cape over my chair and immediately got to writing a letter. And then it's addressed to Princess Maeve. And it reads, Cousin, it did me well to see you, as I never doubted it would. If this is only the start of celebrations to come, you have your work cut out for you. All seems calm on every front. I know you didn't ask, but I have seen no impending threats to your union, and I will do my utmost to keep it that way. I saw her today. I didn't know if I would be able, but the soup eased my anxious heart. I have you or your planner to thank for that. She is, by all accounts, precisely the same as she was before, and it sadly doesn't hurt any less than it did then, as I absent-mindedly let loose a promise of remembrance. Weddings bring out the strangest things in us, don't they? What keeps me afloat is seeing you happy. I would see you happy above all else, and would implore you to tell it if you weren't. With all the trust I possess, Zareth. P.S. Which event do you look most forward to?
Do you like the soup? I like the soup.
I like it. It was good.
It was good soup.
And I think I'm not as nearly advanced as Poof Mail, so I'll just make sure a courier in my office sends it really quickly.
You kind of poke your head out the door, and someone, wasn't sleeping. No, not at all.
Good morning. And I'll throw it at them.
Grab it.
Good morning. What is this? What happened?
It's not for you.
Oh.
And then this little shadow figure darts off down the hall quickly to deliver your mail.
I'll go.
And the soup.
All right.
Oh, just the one letter from Michael.
Just the one. I'm gonna go the one.
Perfect.
Adversity only has one letter as well. It's the next day, and she's in her chambers in the Court of Winter. Very, very lavish, and what you would expect in the Court of Winter is a room that is very cold, and probably in like blues and grays and blacks. But her room, you can see that she's taken warmer colors, and it looks like she's painted it herself because it's not perfect. Painted the colors of like what sunset looks like just as the sun is like disappearing down below the horizon. So her room is slightly warmer than that of her brothers or her parents. She is clearly something's on her mind as she's getting ready, and she stops and stares at herself in the mirror for a long time. And then, after having what seems like a conversation with herself, she sits down and writes a letter to her mother. Mother, I've done what Father bade me do. Be a willing participant in these nuptials. Smile, make nice, help it run smoothly, help Anshu into this next part of their life. I've also done what you've asked of me. The people believe how very much you want this wedding to be perfect, And most of all, be successful. If there is any doubt about your public opinions on Winter and Stars joining, it is not from my lack of trying. After the events from last night, I am more firm than ever before in my commitment to see your agenda through. For reasons you well know, it is too painful a prospect for the two courts to ally. But more importantly, it is unwise for the Winter Court to make themselves so vulnerable to such a fractured and muddle-headed assembly. Precedent and time-worn reputations are no longer a strong enough motivator. She pauses, and then adds a few more lines at the end. And frankly, I cannot willingly support this farce any longer. At least my feelings were true when I was on a similar path as my brother. You were right. You have always been right. No need to be concerned about my initial apprehension. And then she folds up the letter and poof mails it.
It's the new thing. It's not like a special thing one person can do. It's just like, you come into the Feywild, they're like, try poof mail.
I don't know. I have so many servants. What will they do if I go to poof mail?
What, I'll be paying them for nothing?
All right, Sally, your letters.
So, Lilith is coming back from the previous night. She's in her quarters in the Court of Night, which is, you know, a very lavish and dark and elegant fortress, if you will. But her room is very unassuming. Just a bed and a desk and one small window with 3 bars to look through and see the stars outside. She sits down at the desk and she begins to write. Zareth, we need to meet. Things appear to be a little bit more complicated than I first thought. I need to know where you stand and if I can trust you with my secrets. You know how much is at stake for me. And I don't think I can do this alone. And I'll fold up the letter and poof! It off into existence.
In unison, like, everybody in the Feywild just goes, ah!
It must be 9 o'clock. It's poof mail.
The way I envision that happening is like throws the letter, gets right back in, and like the second I close the door, just.
Do you have a second letter, Lilith, or was it just the one?
That was just the one.
All right. Apricity. We will let you respond however you would like to Lyra's letter, be that your own letter, or if we want to start a scene. Take it away.
Apricity will respond in person.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So after getting ready, she'll make her way, teleport, apparate to the Court of Spring or wherever Lyra is staying. Ooh,
it's
okay,
a wonderful
cool.
place that I know you love so much.
Yeah. So Apricity she kind of has to like give herself a pep talk in the mirror.
Is this another one of those be like mom, be a bitch speeches?
Yep, that's her motto to herself. Be a bitch. Be a bitch. Be a bitch. And then she apparates to the court of stars.
Oh.
And
Knock, knock, knock.
I will go to the door and turn it in with Amleth. I need you to just check up on us in like an hour, just in case, you know. I'm gonna bring out the oasis water, but if that does intend, I may need you to come in and just wipe us clean before we have to go to the maze.
Right, sure. And I do like an upside down salute, and I turn into a squirrel, and I hop out the window.
All right. I will open up the door. Ah, Your Royal Majesty, thank you
Oh.
for coming.
It's a pleasure. You don't have to call me that, but I appreciate
Well,
it.
then, what would you prefer I call you? Because I cannot just simply call you you.
You can call me Apricity, that's fine.
Wonderful. Well, shall we take a seat?
Sure.
He will lead you into a parlor. He seems a little uncomfortable with the space himself, but as he sits down, he pulls out a bag, and from it he pulls out a few like teacups, and a few vials in like a beaker stand. Would you like something to drink?
Sure. What is?
Anything in particular that you would like?
Oh, as long as it's not Fey wine, I'm fine with whatever you're having.
Guy pokes his head. Eh? No, Rodrigo. Oh. Wonderful. Perhaps just some tea for right now.
Oh, how very human of you. Sure.
Not entirely sure.
I didn't mean that as an insult.
Okay.
It's just fresh.
Sometimes
That doesn't happen here.
Sometimes some of the wild things are a bit much in rapid succession. Anyway, perfect. He will pick up the empty vial on the end of the rack, and he will just tap it, and you see tea begins to flow out of this empty vial. He fills up the 2 cups. Wonderful. Now I have to offer this to guests. It's simply just a matter of, I suppose, fun for Faye, I guess. He points out 4 different vials of different colors. There's a blue one, a purple one, a red one, and then a clear one. Simply for fun. I will drink whichever you drink, so do not worry about poison. I know that is something that many people are concerned about in very high-stakes political situations.
Is this one of those situations?
I don't know. I'm very protective of my brothers, as you can probably tell.
Hmm. The purple one.
The purple one. Wonderful. He will pour a little bit of the purple one in to both shot glasses. Well, it's bottoms up, I suppose. Perfect. As you drink this, we both are able to read each other's minds.
Oh, fuck. Great. Do I know this? Yes.
Yes, you can fully,
Okay.
you can just see, I look at you and begin speaking without even moving my mouth. Wonderful. Well, I hope you don't mind that I did a little bit of decorating. Someone very dear to me is very enraptured with flowers, and so I thought I would gussy up the place. You can see around are various pots filled with bouquets arranged with yellow roses, lavender, and petunias.
Is this person your brother?
Believe it or not, no. My brother is not so much into flowers. but he does speak to them from time to time. It's not something I've ever really gotten into. But...
Then who is this person who's dear to you?
Well, you get a flash of a darker-skinned half-elf woman. Someone who has saved me quite a bit, and has, well, I would like to protect her as much as possible, so I will withhold that information, if you don't mind.
Mm.
That being said, I have to admit, I lied a bit. I know for a fact that there is nothing going on between you and my brother, as that is not how my brother functions, so to speak. This was more of a way to, I suppose, get you to visit us so that I may offer a hand in friendship. You seem very focused on appearances, and just pull out a hand. Here you go. You seem very focused on appearances and things that don't necessarily pertain to you. I simply wanted to offer you the chance to let off some steam. And as you have now chosen to read my thoughts, you can see that I am being honest with this.
My court is very concerned with appearances. That's just how it is. How it always has been. And yeah, there is quite a bit of pressure on me from both of my parents to help this go through.
I can't help but notice your father wasn't there.
He tends to not do so well in the public.
Understand.
So my mother's PR team sometimes suggests he go elsewhere and make himself scarce.
That's interesting. I'm not entirely familiar with the concept of a PR team, but that seems confusing.
Yeah, well, it's fairly new, only a few centuries. It's something actually that the Winter Court took from the mortal realm. After our families, there was a rift, and then your court shattered. There was a concern of public perception of all courts, and the Winter Court kind of took it upon themselves to control that.
Well,
and it's my duty to follow what my mother wants me to do.
I see. May I be honest with you?
Were you not before?
No, but I mean more forthcoming than before.
Sure.
Families are, as you know, difficult, but coming from a family that our entire line was sold into slavery for the power of one man. I think disobeying those who tell you what to do is not necessarily a bad thing. Who knows how far you can go without someone hanging on your shoulders?
You said you and your brother rebelled against your father? Or your grandfather?
Our grandfather, yes. He in exchange for power after the split of the court, he made a bargain with someone a bit beyond his means, and we all ended up in slavery for it.
How did you know when to forge your own path?
When there's someone you care about more so than reputation, someone you would rather see happy more so than see the world in order, that's when you know.
You see in her mind a flash of a figure. And it's just a very quick flash. And it's gone.
You get the... As he is saying this to you, you fully just get the image of Amleth.
I am surprised by this meeting. I just assumed that you all were here to take back what you believe is yours. I think a lot of people here have assumed that. The abruptness of your return has made a lot of people wary.
We have enough. We have more than enough. Right now, my only goal is to make sure that my brother gets what he wants and what he deserves.
What does he want?
I don't know. But that's why we're here to find out.
Okay.
Personally, my days of killing are behind me. At least for now. But if anyone does harm a hair on his head, there will be no end to the fire. That I can promise you.
That's a fair thing to say. I can promise I am not looking to harm your brother, if that was ever a concern.
It wasn't. Like I said, this was purely to give you a chance to speak your mind without having to worry about pressures from the outside world.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
But if anyone asks, I was cold and
Terrible.
just...
Terrible.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
I've got that.
Thank you.
Yes. If you ever
Perhaps
need-
sometime we can do this again.
Absolutely. We can flavor it as you are berating me for something careless that I said. We are not as stupid as we seem. We may be bumpkins, but we have done quite a bit.
I don't doubt that. Well, I best get on my way. I have
Of course.
places to be.
Now, if I can, he takes the clear vial at the end of the rack. This is called Oasis Keeper water. This will mellow you out for a good portion of time. In case you ever need a time where you just don't want to deal with things. Just make sure you do have somebody come in, because it will last for days if you don't have someone kind of cleanse you from it.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
the high is incredible, and it's not habit forming, so you don't have to worry about that. Believe me, I've done my homework.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. And
I'm gonna proceed.
good luck.
Yeah, I'll need it. Christy takes the vial and gives you a nod, and then she'll disappear and there's little snowflakes falling to the ground where she was standing.
Lyral is fully just gonna take another one of those vials out and just go, alright, I told them to come back anyway. Just take it away, just... Oh, there it is.
Alright, I'm going to let Zareth respond to Lilith now in whatever way you would like.
After getting poofed in the face, I'll quickly read the letter and then not roll my eyes, but kind of like drop the letter, open the door, and walk to wherever she's at. Because I'm assuming even if we're not in the same building, it's pretty close.
Yeah, I would say it's the same building. She's probably like a floor below.
Okay, I will take the stairs and give a knock at her door and say, my door is always locked, but that doesn't mean you can visit whenever you feel like it.
So I see you got my letter then.
I did, right to the face.
Well, that was intended, so you're welcome. I think you should come in.
All right. I'll come in.
I don't know what that vile woman has told you, but I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. I just don't. There's too much. There's too many people. They're so happy, and it makes me so mad. And looking at you, I could just punch you. I could just punch you right now. Make me not punch you. Help me.
What was the last thing you said?
Help me.
Help. Good. Yes. Look, if it means that much to you, you can punch me in the face. I'd just like to know why and which vile woman you happen to be talking about. There's plenty of them in this godforsaken place. I just need to know which one so I can calibrate and of course help you in this situation.
The one who you seem to enjoy just eating out of the palm of her slimy, disgusting hand. The matriarch, obviously.
All right. That's what I thought. I just that it was worth getting the horrifying description. I mean, we what are your orders, by the way? I'm not exactly. She doesn't tell me everything. Just because I outrank you doesn't mean I get all the goodies. So what has she done to you this time?
You know, I wasn't supposed to say. Wasn't supposed to say, but I screwed up.
All right.
Stupid brothers from the Star Court.
Mm-hmm.
I said one of their names before they even introduced themselves.
Oh, were you not supposed to do that? Because I did that. Am I in trouble now?
I don't know. If you don't tell her, I won't tell her.
No, knowing names and knowing more of what's going on than most other people that's the job. I'm not exactly sure what your specific job is, but information is a delightful show of force, whether you intend it to be or not. And I don't think he was, tipped off or scared of you beyond reason.
Just look at all of those happy, rich, fat, full royals, and I see what was taken from me, and I don't know how I can keep it together anymore. The brothers, I look so stupid. I can't imagine why the matriarch would want me to get to know them. They seem to know nothing. Please tell me if I'm wrong.
Do you have any Fey whiskey?
Look at this room. I have a bed and I have a desk.
If you give me a minute, can I go get some Fey whiskey? It's very
Please.
helpful.
Please, for the love of all that is unholy and unsanctimonious, please bring me the whiskey.
Right. I'm gonna just kind of halfway out the door already going, right. I'll close the door. And I'll, on the way back to my room, I'll meet the shadowy figure who delivered my mail and just for fun go, where's the whiskey decanter? Now you're awake. And I'll go back into the room and grab some and walk back down the stairs. And holding like 2 glasses, we'll pull the table over to the bed. Just so there's some feng shui here, and drop the 2 glasses and do a heavy pour on each and hand her a glass and say, Lilith, do you know why it's not important that you and I are rich or royals? Do you know why it's important that we're not?
Enlighten me. Enlighten me.
Because power that comes from a family is entirely overrated. Entirely overrated. The kind of power that you and I want in this world derives from knowing that we hold the keys to everyone's downfall, and may or may not use it, should we so desire it. Lady Irie, as entertaining and as wonderful and as charming as she seems to be, may prove useful to us, which is why she's staying here for the evening. And if she isn't, fine. We'll have a party and I'll wear 2 left shoes for all the point that we're concerned. The status of this particular system, you are correct, does not give a shit about people like you or me. And so, the only way to work it is to understand how it works and use it for our own purposes. As disgusting as it makes your hands sometimes, it gives me a little bit of fleeting pleasure at the end of the night to know that I hold the keys to some of the most powerful people in the kingdom. That's what gets me going. Or keeps me afloat, as it were. Weddings are bullshit, as we all know. I don't think many people would disagree with you on that fact. I think if you pestered Princess Maeve and Anshu the Impotent enough, they would both agree that this was beneath them, to some extent, or was not particularly in line with what they wanted. It's all, a wise man once said, it's all bullshit. And in this particular instance, it is. We play the game because it's fun to know the power we have over others that doesn't come from money, and it doesn't come from bloodlines. It comes from knowing that you can topple a dynasty with what you know, and everyone is at your mercy. That is why we do what we do. I don't enjoy weddings any more than you do, but if I get to get drunk on Fey wine for work, I will take that opportunity in stride. This is why we do what we do. We've all done things that we hate, but it's because people have done things to us that no balm could heal. And so the only satisfactory alternative is retribution. And it's not the type of retribution that they're expecting. It is the closeness of a friend with a dagger to the chest. It's intimate. It's sexual. That's why she runs a brothel, for God's sakes. Power, Lilith, above anything else, is how you win at the end of the day. That is how we win. People like us, who this doesn't matter to at all. Use the pain that has been given to you, what has been taken away. Use it, and then inflict it on others. And you will feel as good as the day before it was taken from you. I'm doing another round if you'd like one.
please.
And Fey whiskey doesn't just burn. You actually like
Set on
open your
fire.
mouth and fire comes out.
Oh, hell yeah.
I would
I'll
love
do
to-
fire rings, just kind of like...
It's just fireball.
Yeah, Lilith lets out a silent scream, and it's just like fire across the room.
Me out right now. I hate that you're right. I hate that you're right.
I do too. I do too.
While we're on the subject, this eerie,
Mm.
this mortal.
I suppose
What
we
do you
don't know that, do we?
Well, she came from the mortal plane, so I guess I just assumed. So you know what that means. I'm an ass. I'm an ass. I'm doing it.
I wasn't gonna say this. I'm kind of like moving the decanter over, just kind of making sure I'm out of flame distance. I think there's more to her that than people are giving her credit for. Even beyond the limits of what she knows, which makes her the most fascinating person in this place. The brothers are here to unify a broken house. What they do with that is completely up to them. Personally, between the two of us, I don't think there's any threat in them, unless they are threatened. It's good that we have the stars back so that everyone can shut up for 30 seconds about the houses. I think it'll be grand, personally. I shudder to be proven wrong, but I don't think there's any harm in extra people who aren't shit kickers. That's probably why they have so much fun. They don't have to be here all the time.
Well, then I might just have to get to know this Eerie just a little bit, I suppose. But I do need to know, whatever happens, do you have my back when push comes to shove? Can I trust you?
I'll sit back and kind of cross my legs as if I need to think about it. Trust is
Thank you, Woody, for
is
joining.
Trust is very expensive these days. What do I need to know about what you're attempting to do? And why is this particular run so high stakes for you? Assume I haven't been told.
I don't know. As far as I know, no one knows. No one knows. Anything about me, for good reason. Let's just say that I had power and it was taken from me, and I will do anything to get it back. And someone I love was taken from me, and I will do whatever it takes. And if I have you on my side, you can be assured there will be a place for you. With what comes next, whatever that may be.
Zareth allows himself to allow Lilith to see that was spooky as hell, and will But Lilith will specifically notice after going through that kind of like the same exact response, like the oh shit response of like, if that's what Zareth wants, Irie can come stay at the Court of Night, and me going like, oh shit. There's that, like a sort of fearful respect, but there's also a flicker of you can't tell if it's something he knows or delight, or a little bit of both. And he'll lean across the table, kind of push the whiskey away, and make sure you don't have your glass because, fire distance. And we'll go, my dear Lilith, do you intend, before this is over, to burn the whole thing down?
If that's what it takes. Yes.
The flicker will come back and he'll lean back in his chair and go, that's the best idea anyone's ever had in the last couple of weeks.
Now you're talking.
That's very ambitious.
Well, what do you say? Are you in?
Well, I'm not out.
Think about it.
You'll have to let me in on the inklings of this plan to destroy Mommy Dearest.
I'm still working on it. Don't worry about that. Know that things are in motion. And I will call you when I need you.
I say this in the best possible way. You are a terrifying individual. It will take you far. It will take you very far. Yes, don't fail to call. And if something comes across my field of vision, I'll let you know if it's important.
All right, Zareth. Well, I am absolutely exhausted. I think you should leave, but thank you so much for stopping by.
A pleasure as always. I will move the table back to wherever it was and leave the decanter. And then, kind of as I'm getting to the door, oh yeah, I'll take another look around the room and go, a poster or something would be good, just from a mental health standpoint. This is very much a prison. And listen, if that's on purpose, very motivating. But the books, it's not the same as the books. No one's Batman, whoever that is.
Her nose starts to bleed.
A poster. If you want, I can get you one. Or, for God's sakes, come up to the observatory sometime. There's the paneling is so much bigger.
I'll try my best. I really will. But usually I don't exactly have permission to explore, if you will.
All the best to combat, Mommy Dearest. Well, my only
Thank you, Woody.
Woody.
my only course of advice for tomorrow is it's a party. Find a way to have fun, Lilith.
Oh.
Or else there's no point for us doing this at all if we can't be satisfied with our jobs.
Oh. Rest assured, I'll have some fun.
I do want to know what you're talking about, but right now I really don't. So so sleep well, and we'll most likely talk about it tomorrow. As you were. Yeah, Yeah, I'll take a second out the door, at the other side of the door to just go, shit. And then go back to my observatory, but up specifically to the observatory, not the office, and kick over the stool that the little shadowy figure has once again gone to sleep on. No respite. All right.
Alright, Lilith.
He looks like a little heartless.
Lilith, now that you're feeling a little better with this speech and all of this Fey whiskey, you do look over. You had kind of tucked it under your pillow as you heard Zareth at the door, but there's this letter from Lyra that needs to be dealt with.
Mm-hmm. So I'll go ahead.
How are you going to deal with that?
I will write him a letter because I don't have the ability to leave my room.
Ooh. Can't leave room? Really sassy and angry? I think she might be in some terrible situations.
Dearest Lycra? Liren? Lore, oh yeah. Lyro. Sorry.
Dreamy, did you do this?
Nope.
Would love
Larry.
chance to reconvene during tomorrow's maze event. Unaware of my position, but I am indeed a lowly courtesan in the court of night. So, being accompanied by one such as yourself would be a true honor. And I am delighted to get to know you more. With love, Lilith.
Poof! Shit!
Your high is just completely
No,
ruined.
I just love the idea of just like, Anyway, I got a letter. Can you get it for me?
I scamper back into the room, still a squirrel, with my cheeks full of acorns.
It's on the floor. It hit my face. Can you get it for me?
I'm like, like fully still a squirrel, and I hand it to you.
Can you read it to me, please?
Yeah, and I do that as a squirrel. As a squirrel.
Squeaker, squeak, squeaking, squeaker. Okay.
Squeaking.
I don't look. I'm gonna be honest. This may be the water talking. I don't trust her at all. I don't know if you noticed this, but she knew my name before we even recognized that she was there. Which, like, I can understand if people like talked about it, but like to come up to us first thing and be like, "Hey, this is your name," which, you know, I'm pretty sure most of the people here know that's not my, like, true name. So, weird to have that information. Oh, well. Can you do something? Because we gotta do the... Yeah.
Can I do something because we have to,
Yeah, you know.
Sure, yeah, I'll do something.
Cool.
And I just kind of like do a little twirl.
Oh, wow, that's really cool, man. What was I asking you to do again?
No, I don't trust her either. Everybody at this gathering seems to have like everybody has a motive, and I trust no one. So.
Cool. Again, that twirl's super cool, man. Really, really happy about it. But no, I was asking more. Can you take away the buzz? Cause we got shit to do.
Can I do that?
Can you cast restoration magic? Just in general. We can trust Carrick the cow. That is something.
I don't know if the cow wants to trust me though.
Oh well.
That's what makes it so good. You have to earn that money because he's the only honest one.
Oh man.
And you have the best shot. You have the best shot of all of us.
All right. Well, yeah. Again, thank you for getting that out of my brain. Honestly, we just need a week where we can just kind of feel it out.
Yeah.
The drugs, Also this, I guess, but I meant the drugs.
We just need to do drugs. Yeah.
You remember when we used to just sit in the forest and do drugs for years on end? It was a good time.
That's what I've been doing for the last 45 minutes.
Without me? Alright, well, Lyra will get up and make himself presentable again, wipe off the drool from his face from just being zooted, and we'll make our way.
Alright, as you all get ready for the maze, the next big social event of this wedding schedule, we are going to take a break a few minutes early so we can move fully into that. See you all in 10 minutes.
Okay! Bye, guys!
Okay, bye, guys!
Click, clack, roll to attack. Do you hit? Do you miss?
There we go.
Nah, 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 nah.
Sorry, that was a really long.
Well, that was a very dramatic and go. Well, welcome back, everybody. I hope you're ready for the maze now. We've finally moved out of our beautiful, fantastic epistolary phase. That's my new favorite phase of this game. All right. As you all gather at the edge of a field, the sun is warm, but the breeze is cool. It weaves in and out of each of you, tousling your hair, billowing Xerath's cloak. Apricity, you even feel it give you a little kiss on the cheek. Before you are stalks of corn, 10 feet high. A very tall, spindly man who almost seems to be made of mushrooms and fungi welcomes everyone as they arrive. This is King Muriak of Fall. And I will post art after the game today in our Discord, so go join the Discord.
He's a cordyceps.
Oh, no.
He's a clicker! Pedro Pascal shows up with a shotgun. Anyway.
I mean, he is basically a fae, let's be honest.
It's true.
As you all gather and everyone chats before the event begins, Xerath, Maeve brushes by you. You know, everyone, of course, wants to talk to the bride-to-be. And you feel something brush by your hand and stay. As she passes on, greeting everyone, welcoming them. And if you look, there's just a little letter in response.
Can I like read it from hip? from my hip?
I mean,
Okay.
anything sneaky. Like, that's your thing. It
Totally.
reads, Dearest cousin, I'm as happy as I can be. Duty takes precedence in many of our lives, but there are other ways in which to be happy. I'm sorry your memories are tainted with pain, but hold tight to the joy that remains. Maeve. P.S. I'm glad you enjoyed the soup. Just wait until the dance. Maybe you'll find a way to hold her once again.
I think the end of the letter is going to make me say "damn it" out loud. Damn it! And tuck it in the waistcoat.
Fitz, you're gonna come by as you hear that. I'll let you Fitz for just a second.
Ooh, what are you damning? Can I hear? You know I love to hear. Excuse me, I was just eating some swordfish as I got ready for the maze. You know how hungry I get when I am going through mazes. It is just such a time. What do we talk?
Really do.
Ooh, what do you have?
I put my gloves back on after hearing. Remembering the fact that
Where did
he
your
likes
hands
to
go?
eat. My
And
hands
Fitz.
are my own.
I
Darling.
cannot smell your hands.
Aislinn waves over from the edge. And
Ah, okay, sorry.
Xerath can be a bit boring.
I will be there in a second. Don't win, because then I will have to eat your feet. This is not fair. Okay, bye.
Nearby, where everyone is gathered, a short, portly woman with the warmest smile you've ever seen seems to grow out of a large pile of leaves that moves with her. Reds, yellows, oranges. She has a table set up for her with mugs of cider. Of cider for whoever chooses to partake. And this is Queen Ethne of Fall.
I'm sorry to interrupt, I just had to do it.
So you all have a moment to mingle, to get some cider if you would like, as you all have come together to prepare for the maze.
Felicity makes a beeline for the cider, hoping it's spiked with something.
All right.
Michael, is that Xerath wearing sunglasses, or are you just wearing sunglasses?
That's Xerath wearing sunglasses for sure.
It's bright. He's court of night, you know? All right, Apricity, as you take a big swig of the cider, first, it's very refreshing, but also an individual comes to the forefront of your mind as you drink this. Apricity, who do you love the most?
Most?
Mhm.
Ooh. It's gotta be Rao. It's Rao.
So, describe who you see in your mind as you drink this cider.
Michael, correct me if I go way far off and make you a ginger or something.
You can do that.
Rao is very tall. Their eyes sparkle in a way that denotes the court they're from. It's very mesmerizing to see them move, and it's almost like you can't, at least in Pricity's mind, she can't tear her eyes away from them. Very striking, well dressed, and overall just like kind. Like an aura of kindness and fun exudes from them. And that's what comes to her mind.
Pricity, you will also gain advantage as you make your way throughout the maze. You feel a little bit of, almost like you are imbued with a minor blessing from fall.
I drink more. I continue to drink.
Just gonna clock that.
Like
Take
she's
notice of
standing
it.
off to the side of the table, just like trying not to seem like she's refilling her cup over and over again, but she's definitely just kind of like,
Lyra comes up and he's like,
Queen Ethne is very generous.
good.
She will like refill it as many times as you want. She's making polite conversation. She's just very warm and welcoming.
thank you.
I think I want
Thank
to.
you so much.
Amos, I want to come up and I want to also grab a mug and I want to like clink it with yours while you're like in mid chug. Wow, I've never tried this before. This looks really good. You seem to be enjoying it.
It's great. Please try it. Hi.
Hi. You had a conversation with my brother earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
He and I just wanted to let you know that he and I are so close and we tell each other everything, and I just wanted to let you know that I want to be friends too.
I'm happy to hear that. I think you're lovely, but in a friendship way.
And you hear someone
Right.
go, just
a few seconds later, you just hear Fitz go,
Oh
no!
we are on the same page with
Mhm.
that. I not to get too into it, but that's just not really something that I ever really think about or like entertain. Well,
So what do you think about, if you don't mind me asking?
at this point, is this where you take your sip?
yes,
Who does Aimleth love the most?
my brother.
Aw. So as you take a big sip, just Lyral finding you for the first time, I'll say is the moment. And just realizing that you have family and just the warmth as you two have grown closer and got to know each other over the years.
Yeah, and I say that out loud. I say, "What do you think about?" And I say, "My brother." I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't really pick up on a lot of things from other people. I spent most of my life alone and in the woods. And coming back here and seeing not just my brother, but now seeing all of these people and knowing that I have more family is a gift that I never knew that I wanted or needed. So, as on edge as everyone seems, I'm really just happy to be here and meet new people and experience everything that everyone has to offer.
That's lovely. Did you also know that your brother gave me drugs?
Oh, he does that. I gave him the drug.
Oh, okay. Well, if at some point today you want to partake and get high, lost in a maze with me, let me know.
That's a marriage proposal.
No, in a friendly way. In a friendly way.
Fitz
Around.
Fitz and Aizen.
Fitz just like flat out faints at this point. It's too much.
It takes like 5 other Fae to catch him.
Oh, he's had too much.
Aizen is still very hungover and very dirty.
Oh, yeah. So I says, "Oh, hello," grabbing some of this like
Stirring it with your face.
Cider.
Oh yeah, cider. She's got like a honking like jug. Oh, hello, Lady Apricity. I just want you to know that I'm a party girl almost above all else, as you can see by my stunning attire and knee deep in mud and twigs and leaves, but also 2 left shoes, like really like pretty nice, just to be opposite of the mud, like really nice, like almost thigh-high boots, both left. But despite the fact that she is clearly hungover, is making it work somehow. Like she doesn't seem off balance. Maybe it's the confidence. But I just want you to know that the party does not start until I walk in, and it doesn't stop when. When I
I feel like the person that the person that Aizen sees as she drinks is herself.
yeah, that's what it's either gonna be herself or her mom. And be like, oh no. All right, girl to go. Do you see yourself? Am I that drunk, or do you see someone else?
I saw someone else. Did you see yourself?
No.
And at this point, you see Fitz faint.
Oh, he's been through so much.
The whole table kind of goes
with me. No, I saw someone different as well. I'll be back, but I'm fun. So don't forget that.
All right, are any of the rest of you coming up to the table? Aimleth, you also have advantage as you make your way through the maze.
I will try to catch Lilith's eye as I go up to the table, and if I see her in the crowd, kind of like shake one of the cups of cider and be like, fun, and take a swig of it.
All right,
yeah.
Zareth, who do you see?
So I think Zareth expects to see Maeve, and does not see Maeve. Instead, he sees Apricity, and like stops for as he's about to like say "fun" a second time. Goes fuck, shit, fuck.
And Queen Ethne's gonna go. Is everything all right, dear?
Oh, it's mushrooms again. I'm sorry. Perfectly fine, Your Grace. Wonderful maze, wonderful event. As I'm like walking away, wonderful event, wonderful party. Dream of a better one.
Ben, were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna take a swig as well.
All right. And who does Lyril think of?
Lyril gets 2 people. He gets the dark-skinned half-elf woman from before, but also his brother. Yeah, Connor, they're on equal terms, motherfucker.
Yes, you have to share Aimleth.
Whatever.
Can I actually? I didn't know we could have 2. Can I reflavor mine real quick? I think it's Maeve first, and then Maeve kind of glitches out, and it's Apricity. And so it's like, oh no.
It's Maeve's body, but then Apricity's face. You're like, fuck.
This is so much worse than the
I
soup.
need therapy.
It's cinnamon and mushrooms, and you're like, that doesn't work. It's like the texture is just off.
Lilith, are you coming up at any point to get any?
Lilith is going to take a side eye at Zareth, and
Who's just like
yes, no, like. So she's going to walk up to the table and do a little curtsy. She will grab the cup.
As you curtsy to Queen Ethne, like a breeze takes several of these leaves and just kind of swirl around you and like, almost like a hug.
Oh, I'm just a little verklempt. Lilith's a little verklempt.
Was not expecting that.
Lilith is also wearing just tulle, like a tulle toga, so it's very breezy. Lilith is going to make her way away from the crowd, and she's going to appear to take a sip, then throw it back over her shoulder.
So you don't actually drink any.
It spits in the face.
I just start to come
does
to you.
not drink.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, my eyes!
He's feeling so many feelings. I like fanning with one arm.
Alright, so everyone but Lilith has advantage in the maze. And as all of this is happening, King Muriak steps forward and formally welcomes you all to the event. And then he introduces the Lord of Mazes, Pantahir, up to give you all, to impart a word of wisdom before it begins. You see a very old-looking satyr with multiple rows of antlers curling back amongst his white hair. The lines in his face seem to form mazes that you're sure if you studied long enough you could follow all the way through. At the center of the maze, you will find that which is broken without being held. All may enter, though the victor is that which many are throughout their lives but do not wish to be.
Can you write that in chat for us?
Sure.
Thanks, because I wasn't paying attention.
Do you want it in Discord chat or do you want it in Twitch chat?
The Discord chat would be nice, thank you.
Okay. Talk amongst yourselves for like 5 seconds.
I definitely think Zareth would go under his breath. Would go, fuck. He was so happy up to this point.
Broken without being held. You know, I was at the center of the maze.
Alright, are you putting it in the Fey Court or Tristan Tribulation?
Putting it in Tristan Tribulation.
Alright, actually, if you wouldn't mind putting it in Fey Court so the people
Alright,
can see
fine.
it too.
It's for Botan.
It's for Botan.
Alright, let me just move this in chat and then we'll be ready to go again.
Alright. Right.
Why did none of us know how to speak like normal human beings?
Too right.
Because we went to theater school.
I haven't done theater since high school when I was the wardrobe and Beauty and the Beast.
Wedding!
Nice.
Alright, it has been added to Discord chat.
Is mine just not low? Oh, because I'm in the wrong chat.
You specifically requested
I
it.
know what I did, Mom! Okay. Cool.
There we go. That is what he says. And everyone looks at each other like, is he gonna explain anymore? And he just bows and like steps back.
Lyrel's just gonna walk in.
Are you gonna walk in with anyone?
If somebody wants to come with me.
as I feel like you're all kind of keeping eyes on each other at this point, especially after the letters of the past day. So you see Lyral as Lyral steps out to the maze, an entrance opens for him. Does anyone try to join him in this entrance?
I'll wait.
Normally I would, but I think I'm like a little competitive right now, and so I kind of like see if I can do it by myself.
Alright. As you all step up to the maze, it will open for you. Let me know if everyone goes by themselves or if anyone is going with each other.
Mm-hmm. Yep. If nobody's going to join me, I'm just going to go in.
Oh, and Lady Irie is nowhere to be seen at this event.
Noted.
Apricity tries to be really cash and time it so she goes in about the same time that Lilith goes in.
Are you trying to go into it in the entrance with her?
Yeah, just like, oh, how funny, we're both here.
I will similarly wait until Aimleth goes in.
I think I'm gonna like take like 50 yards back, like I'm about to do like track meet, and just take off
stretches.
That is the best.
All right. And as each of you step up in these different groupings, this corn maze opens up before you, and as you step in, closes behind you. And though it gets quiet, you can't hear the rustle from the crowd out anymore. All you see are, to the left and to the right, pathways.
You know, I'm just gonna close my eyes and walk.
Walk straight ahead?
Yeah, sure.
Into the wall?
Sure, why not? I'm not paying attention to anything around me. I want to make sure I don't see anything. I'll just go by touch alone.
Okay, well, you do know that directly in front of you is a wall of corn.
Cool. Yeah,
And
I
that
love
the
corn.
pathway extends left and right.
Cool. I'll just feel along, but making sure that I am eyes closed.
Because you have advantage, you start to head left.
Okay. Cool.
Alright. Lilith and Apricity, you see that to your right, the pathway ends very shortly. So really, you just have the option to go to your left. But do you say anything as you enter?
Hey, funny. Didn't realize we were gonna be here together.
Hello.
I saw you yesterday. Hi, I'm Apricity. What's your name? Still drinking the cider.
Oh, I'm Lilith. I'm Lilith. I'm Lilith. I'm Lilith.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm just. Aren't you? You're royalty. And I rarely speak to royalty.
You don't worry about that. I'm like the fourth child. It's fine. You seemed really chill, and nobody's watching me right now, and I am a little, I've had a lot of this cider, and I meant to introduce myself yesterday, and I thought, why don't we just get stuck in a maze together, and we could just, get to know each other, maybe be friends. I don't know. Hi, Lilith. It's nice to meet you. Don't worry about me being royalty. That stuff is overrated.
Oh no. I'm actually so shocked. You're not what I expected, and since we seem to be the only two female fae here trapped in the maze, what do you say we team up?
I will say, so you're the only one that you can see at your entrance, but as different groupings came up to this really large maze, entrances open and closed for them.
I would love that. would love that, because I'm not very good at mazes or directions. Couldn't find my way out of a paper bag, but I would love to have a buddy.
Let's
But
go.
if anybody asks, I'm an frigid bitch.
Oh, yes, absolutely, absolutely, 100%.
I think
Well?
we probably should go left. Just like I'm a hunch, we should go left. Right? Doesn't look like we can go very far.
Well, I'll follow you.
Cool.
Let's go.
Right. And as you two head down left, Aimleth and Zareth, you find yourselves in this maze together as the entrance closes up behind you.
Does this smack familiar to you, old boy?
Smack? What?
Sort of like conjure any, survival memories. In the
Yeah, I mean, I'm not used to like orchestrated mazes, but I am good at getting like a. I wasn't ever really like playing games as a kid. It was more like me like. So I feel like I'm ready for this, and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Connor, can you repeat that? Because when you said that, it cut out for me. And I think also for the stream. So it was like, so it wasn't so much playing games as a kid, it was... like,
It wasn't so much as playing games, it was more like me running.
God damn it, did it again!
Damn, I
Running-
couldn't read your lips that time. Running for your life.
Running for your life.
Running for my life.
Yeah, I got the context on that
I
one.
see. Look, much lower.
There's a crow that just keeps like cawing every time you try to say that phrase. And what?
Quite enough. Quite enough.
God damn it.
Well,
You
perhaps we
see
could-
like
perhaps-
like a little bolt of arcane energy come from another portion of the maze, and the crow's gone.
perhaps we could help each other. I am rather fond of star charting.
Great. I'm good at tracking, so.
Well, I'll tell you what. If we do win, I'll let you have whatever the prize is.
Fantastic. I couldn't be
Now-
more excited.
As a reminder, you all have the ability to ask to do different magic that you think is in character. And you also have monologue tokens and resolve tokens, should you want to use them.
Mm.
All right.
Can you Can you refresh on resolve tokens? Resolve tokens specifically are for
If you
having
want,
someone do something that they might not wish to do, correct?
that is one thing you can do. You can make something happen that like really affects the story. So say it comes down to the end and it's like you and one other person and you're like, no, I really want this to happen in the maze. Or if you want to know some information, you might not, like in story, be able to know. Like if you want to overhear something in the maze that's important, or you can spend one.
Gotcha. I think to maybe help us then, I'll try to... Does the sky look the same as it did when we were outside from inside the maze? Does that make sense? At least for us, I'd like to kind of make it a stretch of night over us, like constellation-wise, to help maybe track it towards the center, or navigate to where it looks like the center of the maze might be.
Sure. I will also say though that with the advantage you both have from the cider and Aimleth's nature skills, Aimleth, you know in a maze you always go left.
We're going
To
left.
start.
Always
Great.
go left when you start.
Noted. Noted for next time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Lyril, you come to... There's an entrance on your right, or you can keep going straight.
Is there any way I can like roll just to be like, which way do I feel like I'm getting called? Or I can flip
Are
a
you
coin.
keeping your eyes closed?
Yes. I wouldn't
Then you're
see.
gonna
I would keep going
Then you're
straight
gonna
because I wouldn't
fall. Well, no. If you're keeping your hands out, then you would fall into the right.
see. Okay, then I'll go to the right.
Okay.
Yeah, those drugs, man.
I'm just vibing.
Yes, that is true.
You
She
can get
is
that.
giving us the rope to hang ourselves. Although more so, I'm like, give me that rope.
It's not as terrible.
Alright, then you run into a wall, a more wall of corn, and are you gonna open your eyes any?
No.
Okay. As you stop,
I've committed to the bit.
as you stop, you feel something fall into your hands.
Huh. Fine, I'll open my eyes to see what it is.
It is a beautiful looking apple.
Oh. Cool. Apple.
It's good. And you look.
Where did Boogie come from?
You look to your right, and the pathway ends, but it continues on to your left.
You know what? I see that I have an apple. Can I take a bite of this here apple?
Yeah,
I'm
just a
taking
really good apple.
freaking good.
It's the
Man,
best
that's
apple
good.
you've ever had.
That's good. All right, I'm gonna keep doing what I was doing. I'm gonna close my eyes again and go back to.
All right, as you head left, we're going to go to Lilith and Apricity. You see the pathway ends quickly in front of you, but there's an entrance open to the right.
What do you think?
Me?
Yeah.
Well. I don't know. What do you feel in your heart of hearts?
Alcohol.
Kingdom Heart.
Something, darkness, something.
Sure.
Felicity takes a swig of the cider and then goes, I think we should go through the archway, the entranceway. Unless you had a better idea. You seem smart. Yeah, let's go this way.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
After you lead the way.
Hey, so I've seen you around a few times. You're from the Court of Night, right?
I am. Yes, I am.
Are you sure?
But-
You seem very
yes.
unsure.
I am. So I'm sorry. I don't have a fancy position, and I'm just a courtesan. I'm not special. Sorry, making me blush.
Takes swig of cider. I don't think. I think you can still be special if you're not fancy. Fancy doesn't mean you're special. But what's it like being a courtesan? Is it fun? Do you know like lots of things? Oh wait, I bet you know a lot of things. Never mind.
We don't have to get into all that, but yes, I've
Yeah.
seen and touched and I won't say that, but yes, there's been things that I have seen that I don't want to burden you with that.
Understood. Do you like it? Have you always been a courtesan?
No, actually, I don't. I don't like it. And no, I was not always a courtesan, but things happened, and I was dealt this hand, so here I am.
During this conversation, during one of your sips of Pricity, you kind of stumble through the archway and like almost fall right. And I'll say, as you keep talking, you don't even realize you've turned at this point and continue on right.
I would like to use my monologue token to find out what's going on in Lilith's head.
Finally! Someone!
Spill it!
Okay, give me the deeds.
So explain how this works. So this is just for
your
player to
inner
know.
thoughts, yes, for the players to know. Apricity will not get to hear this.
Okay.
If you can do it in iambic pentameter, that would be preferred, but we won't hold you to it.
God, I don't.
No, we'll accept
So much
trochaic
pressure.
parameter.
If you could do it in couplets or in Shakespearean sonnet, that would also be preferred.
I prefer
French
linear.
verse is fine as well, but lesser.
Dr. Seuss triplet.
Or rap.
So Lilith is following behind Apricity. Apricity's just a little bit ahead. Lilith drops her little smile, and she's thinking, this stupid girl. I have her eating out of the palm of my hand. Oh, her mother will be so disappointed. She has no idea who she's talking to. Just wait. Wait and see, little Apricity.
There's the rhyme.
You in danger, girl.
The energy, the energy of that is that same, like the TikTok goes, "Oh, you naive fool." When I said Joe, I was fully aware you had no idea who a Joe was. Oh, so good, so good.
Scene.
So I think we should go
Monologue in, like,
right.
10 years. I love that idea. After you.
Oh my gosh, her ear fell off! I don't think she's really Faye! Get her!
Somebody come get her.
Before we leave you two and go to Ainlith and Zareth, you see an archway to your left, and then the pathway also continues on straight.
I look at Lilith. I've been making the decisions so far. I think it's your turn.
Oh. Shall we go left?
Sure. I like that idea.
Looks nice. After you?
Great. She is a little off-put. Not off-put, but just like a, why do you always want to walk behind me kind of thing.
And we didn't even need a monologue token for that.
Alright, Ainlith and Zareth.
We're
You
making
see-
out.
I mean, everyone took so long, of course we're making out.
I mean, what else are we gonna do in a maze?
That's what they built mazes for. I'm surprised everyone else isn't making out.
I think as we're going, I just want to like look at you and be like, every time we're faced with like indecision, I just charge ahead and I'm like, we're going this way, like because, and I'm like, when you live the life that me and my brother live, my brother always says something like, act first and ask for permission later or something, and I just try to live by that, so I never hesitate, and that's like it's gonna be good right now, and I just keep like I'm like this way, and like hardly anything I'm saying makes sense because I'm.
You say that, cut back to Lyral, who's like in the corn, like gotta get there.
You see your path continue on a little bit forward before stopping, but there's also an archway to your right.
Archway or new archway?
Oh, I thought you were just gonna. I mean, archway sounds good just because archway, but.
I'm not hesitating. I'm still going as I'm looking at. I'm
Just say
going.
You're like
Say
walking
archway
backward through the archway, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say Xerath's been keeping like a soft focus pace, basically, like like far enough, like slow enough behind you that he doesn't have to like stop or like sprint to catch up with you. He's keeping a pace and just kind of letting you.
I want to know what the
Let me
pace
do it.
each of you are going at is. Is it like casual, like you're more here to like participating in information? Are you trying to win? Like, what would you say each of your paces is?
Oh, I'm trying to win.
With the vibes.
You go ahead.
My disposition is casual, but it's also basically mirroring Aimleth's. So if Aimleth said like I'll jog if I need to kind of keep pace, but I'm not exerting myself as much as he is.
And ladies, how would you think you're... Sorry, Connor, go.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I don't know if I'm necessarily jogging, but like sometimes I'm skipping, sometimes it's like a little like like a little gallop.
You feel
sometimes.
much more comfortable here than you did last night.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm like spinning. I'm just like enjoying it.
I definitely think I'm just vibing with it, you know, seeing which way I fall into the corn.
And I'll say if you get to a point and Aimleth, you kind of stop for a
I got
second
free
to
food.
look. Yeah, you also feel something like fall out of the maze and into your hands. It's a butternut squash.
Oh. Love that. I think I just hold it. Like, and I just like keep going. I'm like, yay!
Once you go through the archway, you two, there's a left and a right.
Left. We're going left again.
All right.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
And then as you head left for a minute, another archway opens on your left, or you can go straight.
We're going
I like
straight.
the archway vibe. Okay, great.
With the pace you're
No,
keeping,
you're-
it only takes you a second to get to a wall.
Oh. We should go back to that archway.
Hey, now we know we have permission to go the other way back.
Thank God.
And
Trapped in a maze
ladies,
forever.
what is your pace like?
Felicity is just here for the vibes. She's not really concerned with
Really,
winning,
like, casual.
but she also doesn't want it to be like a turn about the room. Like we're walking, but
Like
it's,
medium casual.
Yeah.
it's fast enough to like be efficient, but not fast enough to spill my drink.
Yep. And I'm just following along.
Alright. Once you make it through your archway, you can go left or right, ladies.
Your turn.
Let's go left.
Alright.
Love it.
You take a moment and come to a wall.
Oh shoot. Well, that's what drinking all the cider before you go into a maze does. I guess right.
All right then. Maybe
And
you
it
should cool it on the
Oh.
beverage. Just a little.
I mean, what? Like nobody's here. We're safe. It's, the more I drink, the less stressed I am. It's fine.
Yes, so safe.
that-
So safe.
As you're stopped having this conversation, because Apricity's hands are full of cider, Lilith, something falls into your hands from the edge of the maze. It's
Is
a
it
little
my ear?
pie pumpkin.
So cute. What do I do with it? You know.
Well, I've seen them carve faces into them, but I don't know if we have time or a knife.
Lilith's like, I always have a knife.
Yeah.
It's
Christy looks at Lilith like, "Do you have a knife?" But I mean, you could bake something. Do you cook? Do
you think I should smash it?
That might be therapeutic. You seem a little stressed. It might be good for you.
Lilith, before Priscilla even finishes that sentence, Lilith smashes it on the ground and smashes it with her foot.
Incredible!
Well,
That's amazing.
that felt quite good. Is there anything in there? Is there anything in there?
Hey, Maze.
No.
Give us another pumpkin to
Hello?
smash.
Oh,
Another
yes.
pumpkin drops into your hands.
Do it again.
let's go. Round 2. Smash it with the foot. Multiple foot stomps. Lots of anger.
Pieces just shoot off down.
Rage, rage,
I-
fucking rage.
I don't know about you, but I
will
needed
say
that.
more of the pieces than not seem to lead through an archway to your left.
Oh! What do you... Let's go to the left. Follow
Let's
these
go
little
to the
tidbits.
left.
Let's go.
After
Starting to
you.
worry for Apricity a little bit. All right, Lyral.
Mm-hmm.
You can go straight, or you can go through an archway on your right.
What does the archway on the right smell like?
It smells like that crispness of like the perfect fall day.
Mm-hmm.
Almost a little like candied apples.
Ooh,
faintly
okay.
drifts through.
Yeah, I'll go that way.
All right. Then you have to choose to the left or to the right.
Does that smell continue?
Yeah, to the right.
Cool. I'll go to the right then.
I'm gonna give you that because of your canine, or lupine, I should say, nose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do I get anything else from the maze? Do they give me like a hug or something?
Do you pause, or are you just kind of going?
I will before taking the second turn. I will pause.
A persimmon drops into your hand.
Nice. I got more fruits. I'll just keep my half-eaten apple and my persimmon.
I will say, as you pause and you're kind of sniffing the air, you do overhear some voices from the other side.
Perfect.
So I heard that Irie girl, she's really royalty. Yeah, but what court do you think she's from? I don't know, I haven't heard that there was an extra court.
That's cool. Anyway, onward.
Neat.
Ha! Gross. Mop it up.
Now back to my hunch.
Aimlith and Zareth, you see a short bit of path to your left, but a longer stretch to your right.
Let's go to the long stretch on the right.
Couldn't agree more.
Remember, should you be feeling extra competitive, you all are innately magical beings.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about what I have.
You are a druid.
I know.
You don't have to worry about spell slots or spell levels. Ask,
Right.
and I will say yay or nay.
Do I have prestidigitation?
Yeah, it's a cantrip, man.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
I would love to use that for some insight on just to, like, as we're going, to make sure that we're like on the right path.
Yeah, I'll say in whatever way you want to leave a trail to make sure you haven't doubled back on yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to leave little like acorns or little.
I know exactly what I want to do.
What do you want to do? Do tell. Do tell.
I also have this cantrip that I haven't used in forever. I think it's called Primordial Blood or like
Primal Savagery. Is that what you're?
Primal Savagery, yes. And so I can just like turn it on, and as we're walking, I've still got the butternut squash. My eyes, and I'm like, so Zareth. My eyes go like fully black pupils, and my teeth get like sharp like teeth, and I just take a huge chunk out of the squash, like spitting it, like leaving a trail with squash as we're going, just fully unhinged.
Zareth, how are you reacting to seeing this?
I think any objections I might have are, especially from having like squash spat backwards at me, is the fact that I understand after a little bit that he's giving us somewhat of a candy trail, and just to avoid more squash face, I'm gonna kind of like cautiously like pick up my pace a little bit so that I'm like arm in arm with him, or one of those phrases.
As the squash starts to get down to its last little bits, you almost like accidentally bump into the side of the maze, and a sweet potato falls into your hands.
Great, and I don't even miss a beat, and I just start using sweet potato. And I'm like,
Are you strictly vegetarian?
No, I just, I've learned to use what I have at my disposal, and the maze keeps giving me legumes and squash, so I'm going to use that as our breadcrumb.
Listen, it's an excellent strategy. You seem much more at ease here than you did at the dinner.
I'm having fun now. I wasn't having fun at the dinner. I didn't know anybody, and after having a good night's sleep and getting here and having some competition, being in nature, it makes me feel at home.
I'm glad to hear that. Truly. I know it can be difficult to trust a bunch of hoity-toities in the midst of a posh party, but should you ever be in doubt, know that I'm earnestly grateful that you and your brother are here.
Well, thank you. Speaking of hoity-toities, why did you choose to come in here with me?
We'd not yet gotten a chance to introduce. I'd not gotten a chance to introduce myself yet.
I've seen you making your rounds. You seem like a friendly guy.
It is unfortunately part of my job. Fortunately and unfortunately, it is part of my job to know and acquaint myself with people.
What's your job?
Collecting knowledge, basically. And going to a bunch of dinners and talking to people. That is unfortunately what I... Oh my god, do I not get paid? No, I get paid. And not just in gratification, but no, I think of it as like, I don't know if they have these in the mortal world, but like a personal assistant, basically. A lot of people don't like to remember things. Posh royalty don't like to remember a lot of details about people. And so I'm often a shoulder to lean on when people need information about people, places, and or things.
So you're like a noun whisperer.
I'd never thought of it like that, but I really do like the sound of it. Do you mind if and I completely understand if not, but do you mind if I use that?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah. So do you really want to win? Because you said you were going to give me the prize anyways, even if we win. What?
To be honest with you, the wording of this particular prize sounds like the prize is going to be a bit bittersweet. I'm sorry to have presumed upon your competitive and frolicking nature. If you want me to share in it with you, I'm happy to. But my interest, after the description, I wasn't so much interested in clenching the title, as it were.
No. It seems like it's going to be a little, kind of like a joke, like a sarcastic joke.
Well, I have enough of those in my day-to-day life. Should we give it to... Is it now?
It's just been one weird happenstance after another, and now I'm here, so I'm just rolling.
So it's just a Wednesday, as it were. This maze is a typical Wednesday.
Pretty much.
So Wednesday maze.
Buy now. Wednesday mazes.
Do you need a book of mazes? Buy now.
All right.
But
Oh, no, finish, please.
No, I was going to say, is there anything in particular that you're hoping for with your brother now that you're back? I know that from talking to some of the courtiers in the Court of Stars, they're genuinely appreciative of having you back.
Well, my brother and I have never really had a close relationship with our family, especially because of our grandfather being here for forever. And
Right. I knew him, and you did the right thing.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it was not a difficult decision to make. He tried to kill us first, so.
That's standard procedure in a court of law. Yeah, that sounds like it'll track anywhere.
Yeah, we followed him into a domain of dread and ripped apart his body.
That's like the exact opposite of this domain.
It's literally the opposite. As my eyes go black and my teeth get sharp again, and I take another bite out of the sweet potato and spit it over my shoulder.
But perhaps best not to think about it.
And as you make your way through twists and turns, the maze continues to provide for you with, like Lilith, a small pumpkin, another squash, and then even an apple.
Love.
If Aimleth allows me to have the apple, I'll go at it with the knife that I've got and kind of just cut myself some slices as we go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, ladies, as you begin making your way through twists and turns, how was the conversation?
So, you probably hear a lot of secrets, right?
I would say at this point, you too overhear something in the maze as well. Someone on another side of the maze. So you know what they've been saying about Anshu? Well, I heard that Maeve has someone on the side. Who? What court? Do tell, please. And then it's, I don't know, but I bet Knight knows. They seem to know everything as everyone's up with the matriarch, you know? I've heard that she might be visiting.
Funnily enough, that was what I was just about to ask you about. You must hear. I mean, pillow talk's a thing, right? And I'm sure you hear a lot of things. Have you heard anything about this secret affair that Maeve is having? If it's true, if it's, where it came from. You don't have to tell me. I'm just curious,
I'm going to add in that you overhear. Okay, well, I heard. I mean, no, you didn't hear it from me, but I saw her get awfully close to that Zareth before the maze started.
J'accuse! Oh no!
And then the voices drift as they move to a different part of the maze.
I can neither confirm or deny. I know Zareth. Do I know who he dallies with? No. No. I mean, if I knew, I would tell you. Believe me. It's very spicy.
What's spicy?
I don't know. I mean, Princess Maeve and Zareth. Oh, I don't know about that. Like, have you seen him? Like, just.
Was it spicy?
Zareth isn't your type, I take it?
No. No, he's just a friend. Just a friend.
8 no's.
No.
No.
So, not to fail the Bechdel test or anything like that, but what do you know about Zareth?
I know.
We're shutting this down. No.
He knows things. He knows things. He is a male who knows things. It's a bit
Incredible.
personally skeezy, a little bit. It's a little bit. Like,
Easy. Oh, what makes you say that?
oh, I'm biased. Please, I'm biased. I mean, we're co-workers of all things, so you know how that goes.
So he's a courtesan too?
No. I'm just a lowly courtesan, and we work in the same building, but he definitely has more authority
You know, the brothel.
than I do, let's say.
So, continue, sorry. I'm listening.
Probably different departments, but same building.
I'm an accountant.
I work in a place where accountants work.
So sorry.
Okay, one. And this doesn't leave this maze, right?
No.
Writing it down.
I know that I've just introduced myself and we've just met, but I would want somebody to tell me not to talk about myself so negatively. You shouldn't call yourself a lowly anything. You seem lovely.
Oh. I thank you for that. I'm sorry. I just haven't felt very confident lately.
Why?
I lost someone important to me. And I haven't really been the same since. So.
I understand completely. Do you want to tell me about them? Or would that make you sad?
Not sad, but you know how losing a loved one is. I mean, I don't know if you know, but
I do.
us girls, you know. Yeah. Just still it you know what? It was a long time ago. I am not that same girl anymore. But I feel a kindred spirit in you. And I thank you for your kindness.
It's nothing. Don't mention it. Literally don't mention it.
Okay, I won't.
Yeah, I get that. Sometimes I wish I was more the person I was before I lost somebody. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I understand that.
Yeah. But anyway.
Would you like a
Anyway.
sip of this cider?
Oh, no. I'm allergic to apples. No.
Oh.
No. I won't be
The
doing
Prissy
that.
will remember that.
As you say that, an apple falls into your hand.
Ah! Oh. I mean, I can touch it. I'm not going to eat it.
Oh, okay. It's not like a peanut allergy. You're fine to like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But anyway, do you want to smash it this time?
Sure. You know what? I'm gonna cause chaos somewhere else for fun, because fuck it. Okay, and I take the apple and I throw it over the hedge, hoping that it'll land somewhere else. Into somebody else's path.
Zareth. Do you have a D20 on hand? Actually,
Yes.
No,
Yes,
we're
I
gonna
do.
do this with your court stats. Not a D20, whatever your flight is.
It's domed with a pink lady apple.
Oh, I love pink lady apples. D20 or D10
D10?
is what it is.
Alright, roll me a D10, and your DC is going to be a 3.
We underestimate my rollies. Oh, 9, baby!
Nice.
Oh, you're talking, and as you turn back to Aimleth, right where your head was a second before, a pink lady comes whizzing by. Not from in the maze, but from over the maze.
Shit. I'm kind of slowly pick it up, a la Pippin in Fellowship of the Ring,
Second breakfast?
and think to myself for a second, and then sort of not fully understanding the situation, will cast darkness on the other side of the hedge, just in case someone's throwing out. What?
As you do that, I will say you hear a scream, but it's not Apricity and Lilith. You had a good arm. You made it 2 over. As you pick up the apple, it smells like a wonderful apple, but also there's a little something else that lingers in the smell. Especially since you drank the cider. It's a certain perfume that you have not smelled up close for a long time, until last night.
It's me.
Aimleth, you see Zareth kind of gonna drop that suaveness for a second.
I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah, the whole. Did you have the thing?
The thing?
The punch, the cider.
Yeah.
I did. I almost. It slipped out. I knew who I was conjuring. Not very pleasant. Not very pleasant, unfortunately. And this apple smells like this person.
Oh.
I know, right?
Are you gonna smell it, Aimleth?
Yes.
It's a lovely perfume.
I think it smells great. But do you just hate the person?
I'm gonna clench my teeth and go, yes.
Okay.
Not the. You can have the apple if you like. It's not the best sensation at the moment.
Okay. I take it with claws.
I forgot.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'm sorry that you're having a weird moment.
It's the. You know what? Sometimes the wine is fine, and sometimes the cider is wild. It's hey, from forest bros, as it were. Forest bros, eh?
Yeah. No, you never know what you're gonna get. What?
I think I share that expression with you. You're I don't know. You're taking. I say that you are taking this like a champ, and I truly appreciate you giving me grace in this otherwise embarrassing moment.
I'm really good with rolling with the punch, especially when you have a brother like I.
You really do.
Oh, sorry. No, please finish. I don't want to
really
cut you
do.
off.
You really do love your brother.
He was the only person that ever. He was the first person that loved me, and the only person that I've ever truly loved. I spent so much time alone, so. He's my guy.
I appreciate you telling me that.
Yeah. For knowing you, you probably would.
Zareth will remember.
Zareth will remember this.
But I'm glad I heard it from you. I mean, it's one thing to hear someone be like, Aimleth loves his brother. It's like, well, that's wonderful. But to hear it from the person who...
No duh.
To hear someone say aloud that you care of someone is actually it's a surprisingly rare thing around here. And
You
it's...
followed me in here. You're gonna get the good stuff.
I have been learning so much as of the last 45 minutes to an hour, and I have not regretted a single thing yet.
I'm happy for the company as I take another, like.
Lyral, what are you doing?
At this point, Lara's like, I'm getting really fucking tired of all this Fey whimsy bullshit. He's gonna actually start thinking back. It's like, Aelid probably would have enjoyed this. I hate it, but she would have liked it at least. So I'm done with this shit. He'll open his eyes and he's gonna summon Mel and just say, like, can you just go up and, like, tell me where I need to go? And the bird will fly up.
And we'll begin to guide you as you make your way quickly. All right, ladies.
I would like to use my resolve token. Right, I have one of those.
Yes.
To kill the bird.
I believe you have two.
Two.
This will take one.
I would like to use my resolve token to have an archway in the maze open up, and we spill out into the path of Lyrals, and so we all meet up.
Okay.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Not to fail the Bechdel test.
Top quote of the session.
Yeah.
Period.
Honestly.
Full stop.
Someone clip it. All right. So, as you're talking, do you want this to be an intentional wish, or do you want this to be like a happenstance?
In my mind, the maze has an opinion of its own, and it's decided the three of us need to be together for some reason.
All right. As you two are having your conversation about having lost someone, you make your way through another archway. You've been, weaving in and out. Feel like you're doing pretty well. After a couple of stumbles here and there, with stopping to smash things and throw things. And Lyral, you know that archway wasn't there before. Because you're beginning to follow Mel at this point. But you're not really looking at the sides. You've been alone this whole time. You're looking up to follow Mel. And out of this archway stumbles Lilith and Apricity.
Oh. Ladies. Hello.
Larry. Hello. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lyra. I'm sorry, I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Okay.
Is your middle name Larry?
No, not even slightly.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It must be a nickname. Do you two know each other? I saw you talk. Of course, you know each other, of course.
Well, we met briefly at the wedding yesterday. Sorry. Just nervous. I hope that you are finding your way around, Lyra.
I am doing my best.
Are you trying to win, or do you not?
Who's to say?
You're to say. I just asked.
No, I could just be wandering, could be going somewhere. Who's to say?
I mean, we could work together and split the prize. Is it splittable? I don't know. But
No. It's something that's broken that can never be held, which sounds like a riddle, and I hate riddles.
It's heartbroken.
I know. But
It's heartbroken. Please. A heart can break but cannot be held. And many people are that thing throughout their lives. Either that or they're lost. Who cares? It's one of the two.
Or is it like
Why?
a promise?
It's like a wedding.
Is it like a wedding?
A wedding?
Wedding?
No, not this shit again.
Ah, you stupid bush! Hang on. Other me help! Other me help!
I'm sorry. Wait, why are you calling me the other you?
Do you want to be on our team? We're having a great time. We're smashing pumpkins. We're throwing apples. We're,
Oh.
you know.
Lyra, the maze
have
gives
your
you another
drugs.
apple.
We could do your drugs.
Oh.
Maybe that will open our minds in order to find the middle.
Maybe it will.
I'll do it if you do it.
I keep an eye on Mel, and I just
Mel's
be
like looking at you, almost like, come on.
Sure, let's all be a group. That sounds wonderful. You're looking at me expectantly. I'm unsure what you mean.
Well, you just said that sounds wonderful, like you're about to go get a root canal, so I'm not sure I believe you.
Yes. Sure, sounds like a great time. I'm not good at the lying thing, I'm sorry. Look, I can stick around if you'd like, but I am kind of doing my thing.
I mean, we didn't choose to run into you. Like,
No,
I choose for this to
I realize that. It's just I don't know what to say here. So
Well, we can all
If I may. If I may.
take the stage, Lilith.
yes.
It's always better in threes. So,
That feels oddly suggestive. Also, not going to lie, having someone screw up my name upon seeing them is not really the most welcome of experiences.
I am so sorry. Look, like I said, I'm a courtesan. I'm no longer a lowly courtesan. I'm just a courtesan. You know,
That's
we
right.
we had a talk.
Okay.
And I
yes.
may
Jamie.
have been aware of your name from my employer, and I apologize.
So you were trying
that
to double
I-
back by messing up my name, despite the fact that you said it before I had introduced myself.
I'm not good at my job. I'm not good at my job. I'm sorry. But just know that the matriarch sends her regards, and she just wanted to make sure that you felt welcome, and that was a failure on my part. I did not do that well, and I apologize.
Well, I am the kind of person who... Yes, I'll finish that thought after Apricity. What?
Why does the matriarch care about Lyril and Aimleth?
Oh, she's just very giving. I don't pretend to know.
No, the rule of reciprocity would be that she's expecting to get something in return for her hospitality. So, what does she want?
I'm just a lowly courtesan. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't.
Well, if it will
I-
please the matriarch, I'm following my familiar, and if we win, you can have the prize.
Oh. Not
And-
me. No.
Lyra will continue following Mel.
All right. Now that one of the two boys has... Oh, there he is. All right, what are you two doing?
Boys. I mean, apart from making out,
Yeah.
Use it all.
I can transform into a bird. Why don't I just fly up and... Can I do that? Is that cheating?
Yeah. No.
No, I used my familiar to do the exact same thing.
I'll just do myself. I'll just do it myself and fly up there and next.
As you fly up across on the other side of the maze, you spot a familiar-looking bird. It's Mel. So you're oh well. There's Lyral.
I use a wing to go "Nah," and like wave at it.
Mel
That was
goes,
And so does this like give me insight on which way?
Oh yeah, you can easily see, and you'll quickly. I'm going to say everyone get out your flight dice
oh god.
because
Okay, the
Coming
birds
together.
are flying.
the birds are flying. The ladies got a little cheat code to get much closer because they had kind of faffed about with smashing pumpkins and apples. And you are all as you're coming through this last archway in the maze, there is a big open center, and in it, on a platform, is a cornucopia. And as you make it to the... not that kind, like an actual, like, harvest cornucopia.
Gotcha.
We're not murdering children here. That's off the menu. The two groups spot each other. Well, you at least spot Zareth, and there is a bird flying above Zareth. Lyral, the bird would be familiar to you.
Oh, of course.
All right. I need you all to make a flight roll. Those of you that drink cider, add a +1 to it.
Okay.
A D20.
If that's what it says for your court, then yes.
Give me a sec, Susie.
Whatever it says on your character sheet for flight.
Balls. I got a 5.
Hold on, I gotta write names down.
Are we following the rules of Kids on Bikes that they can explode?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god, I gotta go all the way friggin' back to find this thing. Oh my god.
All right, who said they got a 5?
It was me.
All right, let me know when you roll.
I got a 6.
Oh boy, it's a D4. Alright, let's hope I explode.
D4.
Your flight die is a D4?
Yes, it
Mine
is.
is no.
Yes, it is. Oh, but it exploded! So that's already 4. And that's so that's a 7.
Was that with your +1?
Oh, no, that's an 8.
Apricity and Zareth, did you add your +1 from drinking the cider?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what did Lilith and Aimlith get?
Mine.
8.
Lilith got an 8, Lyra got an 8, and what did Aimlith get?
I rolled a 2 + 1, which is
All right. Lilith and Lyral, you were the fastest. Now, because you two rolled the highest, I will let you choose if you were trying to get there first or if you're going to let someone else get there first.
No, I'd be trying to get there first. I'm tired of the games, I just want to win.
Lilith, what are you doing?
I think I would let someone else win.
Alright, as you two seem to be keeping pace, at the last second, you slowed just enough to let Lyral make it to the podium.
I got the cornucopia of love.
Yeah, of love.
Make it time.
Take your time.
And as you find yourself victorious, the corn maze begins to fade away around you, revealing where everyone has made it in their progress.
I will poof away Nell at this point.
Alright.
Poof
I'm
mail
also-
him.
I'm in my elven form again.
All right. Someone's just like, what the fuck, a bird? All right, and King Muriak approaches you. Well played, Lord Lateral. You have won from the Court of Fall a promise
Oh, wonderful.
to be used at any point of your choosing.
Oh, thank you. Unfortunately, I cannot accept that, as I promised the prize to someone else.
Don't remember who you promised it to.
To Lilith, even though she said, "Oh no," I still made the promise.
Oh, did you say the words promised?
Mm-hmm.
And as we all know, and he gestures to the crowd, a promise is binding. Who then do you give your winnings to?
Lady Lilith of the Court of Night.
There's a couple of whispers as you say Lady Lilith.
I will give a soft clap as people start voicing and try to match rise and go.
Thank you.
The look on Lyle's face is like, yeah, now you're on the spot. What you gonna do?
I'm not the one for a speech, but
Speech!
She's
Thank
too
you. No.
modest! Yes,
No.
give us a
I want-
speech! A speech!
I want to hear her talk about victory and being a lady and how fun parties are.
Fitz and Aislinn are at what would be essentially the entrance to the maze. They have not made it far at all.
Other me was not helpful.
Wait,
I thought
wait,
there
what's-
were two of-
What is she saying? I cannot hear her! She's too far away!
Someone cast a silent spell on the two of them. Lilith, all eyes on you.
Just drinks.
Okay, well, I won. You can all go now. I'm Zareth, help me. Help, Zareth, help me. I don't... Zareth.
I'm like, you're doing great.
No!
Do not pull me into this.
Christy just gives Lilith a thumbs up behind her mug, like, keep going.
I don't have to make this promise now. And is it to you, sir, of
No.
Lord Fall
We owe you a promise.
Oh.
We
Can
call
I...
on whenever you so choose.
Oh, okay. So we don't have to make anything now?
No.
Anything? Oh, okay.
He does bring you into a warm hug.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
And it's if you were not in the spotlight and not Lilith, it would be a warm, relaxing, like grandfatherly hug. But being Lilith,
Like, oh, lovely. Thank you. Okay, let's continue the party. Shall we? Shall we do that? Yes.
and
okay.
Queen Ethne waves her arms, and there's a larger table stretched out with, butternut squash soup and pumpkin pasties and all kinds of like delicious fall foods.
Well, I don't know about you, Lilith. Congrats. I'm
Thank you.
famished. I'm gonna go get food. You're
Yes.
welcome to sit with me. I probably
I-
won't be as conversational as my mother's over there, but, it was lovely. I hope to see you again soon.
Yeah. Yes. Me too. I know, me sitting with you probably would not be looked well upon, as you know, my position, but, thank you for the enlightening conversation.
Lyra would like to take Lilith's hand and just be like, "Congratulations, Lady Lilith." And he will exit the party and go back to the Court of Stars accommodations. Lady!
Hey, lady!
Hi, lady!
Would anyone else like to do or say anything before we wrap up? All right, Michael and then Connor.
I'd like to toast Aimleth with a squash from the table, and kind of give like a handshake for a game well played.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely toast back, and like indulge in some of the food, and then I look at Zareth and I give you a hug. Like I just go in and I hug you, and I'm like, even though I really trust you because I feel like you have ulterior motives to follow the maze, it was really nice getting to know you, and I enjoyed the. And then I just kind of like skip away to find my brother.
I promise I'll prove you wrong. Actually, right as you start to go, I will express an earnest. In earnest, I would love to hear about your excursions in the mortal world.
I've got plenty. I've got about 100 years worth.
I will swap you for the best boring stories that I have.
Amazing. I love swapping.
I will. Zareth will have to stop himself from saying out loud, "Good kid." Good kid.
And Connor, was there anything else you wanted to do?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think I'm just headed off to meet you and debrief.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to debrief
Oh, yeah.
on stream or after?
Sure, we can do now. If you
Yeah,
want,
let's
if you want to make a scene out of it.
We can talk about what we went through.
We're gonna use our mortal elvish speak. Hi there, brother. How you doing there?
Our eyes don't quite go the right way.
Oh man.
So I met that Zareth guy, and he seems really nice.
Okay.
But he did follow me into the maze to gather spits. So
You seem
I'm-
smitten.
no, I had fun today. It was nice being back in the woods.
Do you feel like you're getting more comfortable here?
I think so. Yeah, I was definitely petrified yesterday dinner.
Right.
But now everybody else also seems kind of petrified. Like everybody else is scared of something, and bad thing.
No. Seems that way.
Yeah.
Seems like everyone has, well, using shitty metaphors, every rose has thorns, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every rose has its thorn. Sorry.
No. Who did you meet? Did you get a good gauge on other?
Well, I was right about Lilith. Apparently was sent here by some sort of benefactor to get information on us, to gain our favor, or get secrets about us, something along those lines.
Great. Great.
But good to know, and take them for a ride, I suppose.
Great. We're good at that.
Well, it's either that or ripping their heads off, so
We're also good at that.
they're good at that.
Yeah.
After that, I need a bath and a drink, and for no one to talk to me for like 6 hours.
You can do all of those at the same time.
That is true.
Drink in the bath alone.
And you'll notice in your room is a luxurious, very hot bath with all the amenities set up.
This is still too fancy for me.
You just want like a creek?
I can't bathe myself unless he's running water from a creek.
Who raised their hand?
It was me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give after the crowd starts to diminish, I want to give another like half bow to Apricity.
Mm-hmm.
Just to reestablish we met yesterday. And then walk up to Lilith and almost applaud like too loudly.
I do want to ask, Apricity, were you? Do you think you might have been close enough to Zareth to overhear his and Aimless conversation about? You seem like a great guy. Their conversation. Would y'all have done that in the amongst the table, amongst the crowd?
I would have. Yeah, I would have told him that in front of other people.
If you want to, you could have overheard that, Apricity. I will leave that up to you.
We definitely overheard it.
Okay.
Again, seemed cool, just drinking cider, but eavesdropping on everything.
Mm-hmm.
She gives Zareth a smile. And then gives like a little like subtle like behind the mug wave at Lilith. She's super lonely and doesn't have friends.
Oh. How loud Michael's laughing about.
Oh my god.
She doesn't have friends. What a loser!
Alright, Zareth is gonna go up to Lilith one more time.
You got a trophy. Also, next time, let's not give off I work for an evil woman vibes, cool?
You know, I can only do so much. You know what? It wasn't all a loss. The Apricity girl is...
Lady Apricity. Princess, yes?
Princess, yes. Yes, no. I think she'll be very useful.
In
So-
what way? My dear burning girl, in what way?
Let me have a drink and think about it first, please.
I'll be over later.
Alright.
You can swap stories. In the morning, I'll make waffles.
Alright,
Let's gab like Al.
does anyone else want to have a conversation before I add in our very last thing?
Anyone at all?
After the party is over, at some point, Apricity would probably go find her mom
Alright.
to check in with her.
Mab, you received the letter that morning.
Darling.
Okay.
Strong.
Be strong, be strong.
Be strong.
I came to update you that there's new information afoot that is helping your agenda.
Well, spit it out.
If you haven't heard already, Princess Maeve seems to have taken a lover outside of Anshu.
Foolish. No. I don't believe it.
Other people do, though, and it could prove useful in you. Ending this charade.
Darling. There is no ending the charade. Your father was very adamant about that. So,
Well,
keep up
yes.
appearances. And maybe smile more. That might help you.
We
Be a
failed
little
the
bit more-
practical test today.
Likeable. Darling.
just like you. Got it.
Love you.
Ooh, icy.
I feel like she has her assistant, give Apricity a little kiss on the cheek after she says, love you.
Love you too. Okay. See you on the morrow.
Yes. Get some sleep, darling. You look like you need it.
And after a really tough time trying to smile, Apricity just turns around and walks away.
Can I have some cheese?
Little guy who's like little mouse hands. I'm sorry, I got the cheese. Here it is. It's like one little like tiny cut of Swiss he's holding with both hands. Why is it so cold?
He freezes to death as he hands it. She flicks it off, and another one comes up like, "Oh no! My armpits are frozen together." All right. Final chance. Anyone else? All right. In that case, as you are all just on the cusp of sleep, that beautiful moment where you're about to drift off. Poof mail right in each of your faces.
No, no.
Only this letter reads itself in a very distinctive voice. Lady Aislinn, would you care to read the invitation that everyone receives?
Oh, God.
This letter is borderline Howler from Harry Potter. Like, softly, and then, hello! You are cordially invited to the highest of teas, unless you do not prefer to wear stilts. But if you wish not to be cool, you will be shat upon in the public eye. This is the Court of Springs invitation, the best party of all 7 or 8, and you are cordially invited for the highest of teas. Be there and be dirty.
I was like, shit, I'm in the bathtub.
A whole new meaning to high tea. Gonna be.
Oh, and this was very intentionally named.
Yeah.
Just you wait. Well, in that case, join us all at 1 o'clock Central next Sunday for episode 3, featuring our high tea hosted from Court of Spring. And we hope you all enjoyed it, and we hope that you'll clickety-clackety please come backety.
All right. Do we want to raid anyone? Is anyone currently...
Marquee Gaming is currently streaming.
Let me see.
They are mutual friends via our friends at Top Down Tabletop.
Spell for me, please. M-A-R...
M-A-R-Q-U-E-E Gaming.
Marquee Gaming. They're playing the Dungeons and the Dragons as well, with 18 viewers. Let's start the raid. Bye! Maybe? At some point?
It's going.
I don't know how this works. I just work here.
Raid.
Alrighty. And we'll end...
Alright, we're off.
Okay, cool. Let me do this thing where I end